Hey Sag, how are you guys? Good morning, wherever you are in the world. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to do a quick general collective reading for y'all. I immediately thought, Sag, that I feel like you have something coming in fairly quickly here, but I think it definitely felt to me like this is something that's going to change something in your life. I don't know why I feel like another person is actually tied to this. Not like an ex or anything like that. Definitely not necessarily. That's not what I'm getting, actually. So I don't know. Maybe this is some kind of business opportunity, perhaps, but I don't know. The feeling that I kind of got was I almost feel some confusion around, I almost said the issue. Interesting. Maybe it is bringing in some kind of issue that is getting your attention or that maybe needs your attention. Perhaps it's something that you've been overlooking. I feel like you have someone around you too, Sash, that could be watching you pretty heavily here. Something that you're either doing or trying. There's something here about something that you're doing. Some talent that you have. I feel like somebody could be admiring that, but it's almost like from like I'm watching you closely. I don't know if someone is trying to learn from you because I feel such a studious eye on whatever it is you're doing. I guess this could be around a job as well. I think somebody here is building quite the career here in some kind of social media as well, or maybe some kind of influencing position. I clearly just saw someone doing layouts as if they're modeling as well. Maybe someone is starting that. Oh, okay, and someone's daughter or son, I guess, could be starting that too. I specifically saw a female. Also, I feel like someone's eyes is which somebody's having a lot of headaches. I feel like that are forming too. I almost feel like I need like to get my eyes checked. It's not so clear cut. Something else is going on. Maybe it's just as simple as adding something, some eyes. Maybe someone's been thinking about that, but I feel like that's really necessary. It's creating problems. I don't, it's weird because I'm not seeing almost vision problems. I feel like it's really, obviously that's what it is, but there's some kind of strain or something that is going on here that needs to be addressed or taken care of. Maybe if you're on the computer all day or something like that, it requires some kind of tint or whatever it is that they use. I think they may use something on a lens or something for the eyes to block that. Yeah. It looks to me like somebody's been spending a lot of time here, maybe working very hard or even focusing on something that's going to help them build or bring them a better future or something like that. Because I don't see that you're spending a lot of time around people or indulging for yourself. In fact, a lot of things that have to do with self-care here could actually be on hold at this particular time. Somebody here could be working through something as well, is what I feel. It's interesting, the first indicator I had about something coming in that may end up being an issue or something that you didn't quite see coming. Maybe that is already present and you feel like that your focus has to go on that specific situation. Yeah, look, this card is about being an introvert, but it's also about online community. Somebody could be focused on building some kind of online community or being an influencer, as I stated before here. But for some reason here, I feel like you're spending a lot of time away from others. We have two cards to really indicate that. It's almost a need here to keep your privacy, or maybe that's the way that you have felt, like you have to keep things to yourself as you do this or with whatever it is that you're dealing with here. You could also be consulting with some kind of online community to get assistance. This could be in more, because it is online, right? This could be in more of in a private way, right? So I don't know if this is some kind of self-help. You know, there's a lot of groups online, I suppose, as well. It could just be watching readings, honestly, but it could also be some kind of group or something that actually assists you or helps you through a difficult time or get some answers on a difficult subject that's happening around you. Yeah, look at that. 8 in reverse. So this is interesting. Something has definitely happened to whoever the Sag is that I'm speaking with here, because they do feel, it's almost like I feel like I can't trust a lot of people, or I need to be by myself at this moment and kind of work through something on my own is what I'm getting. Someone could be needing, honestly, some kind of helping hand, but I feel like there's some resistance here even to that. And I do feel like it's around trust. So we see a hand literally coming out to help someone here. Someone could have been crying or even sad or depressed about a situation, but although she's kind of looking up, you notice that this is coming out in reverse here. It's almost like resisting kindness, needing to be alone at this time and work some things work some things out. And this is why, because you're really trying to connect here to source. Okay, you could be doing a lot of praying as well. You're feeling like this is who you trust. I trust my divine connection. Okay, people maybe not so much at this particular time. You're looking for answers, okay, that are true, I feel like, and really clear in your life. There's some kind of betrayal or something that has happened here, or something I think that has really challenged your trust in your life, or the trust that you have for the people around you. I do feel quite isolated in this reading, which is not really Sagittarius energy generally, okay, but obviously I think going through something can certainly present that, right? Yeah. So here's the cards as well. Now, I talked about an online thing. You could be reading cards. You could also be trying to look to people. Again, I feel like this is kind of privately here to get questions answered, okay? To try and get some kind of clarity here on your specific situation. You could be a Sagittarius that's quite spiritual. It's interesting because I'm seeing with your connection to source that you know that things happen for a reason. So whatever has happened here, you feel like it needed to come to light, but it has created, and it may actually be triggering some trust issues that were already there anyway. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow. Look at that. It may have had something to do here with someone here that you felt like tried to get you trapped up in something, okay? Or tried to get you stuck in a way. This is a trap. I said there was betrayal involved, and so you could very well feel, especially if this was friends or maybe family or someone like that, or people that you used to trust, hang out with. It could have actually been a group here, partied with, had a good time with. I feel like that definitely trust, okay, was here. You feel like there was some kind of betrayal here in this situation, almost like I'm being thrown under the bus. It's almost like someone could have set a trap even for you here. Whatever it is, you are trying to get some kind of clarity. I like the way this is going, honestly. I hate that you went through this, but I think you understand from a higher level. This needed to come out. You know, we often talk about how rejection, you know, is God's divine protection, right? So it could definitely be a situation like that, even amongst friends or something. You definitely had some people around you that did not have your best interest at heart here. If this had to do with some kind of money or work event or something like that, because endorsement is all about persuasion and briberies, right? Or even temptation, which could have been about a relationship, right? But it could have also been, I feel like you did get, or you could have gotten caught up. Okay, I'm gonna take this another way too. You could have gotten caught up in something that was a trap that was set for you, but you could also be this person that has known something was wrong. I need to isolate. I need to get my answers here right, so that you did not get caught up in something like that. But there is betrayal. I feel betrayal very, very strongly here. So something has happened here. And the betrayal could just be that you knew somebody was trying to do that. You knew someone was trying to persuade you, draw you in, set a trap for you in some way. But because this person here is actually crying, it makes me think that a trust was broken in some situation and someone has felt quite down about whatever this has been. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, you've been waiting on something, it looks like. Magician here. So you've been waiting on something to change here. Look at that again. You've been waiting on something to change here. I think you are most definitely here consulting here with a higher power is what I get. You could also be Catholic or a very religious person as well, is what I'm seeing here. You could wear a cross. I think you've been trying to manifest, maybe through prayer, through your connection. Maybe that's also the readings that are coming out as well, to kind of see how things are turning out here. You are trying to change a situation. You're trying to change a situation that I feel like you've been involved with, or the energy of a situation, even if that means just exiting the situation and beginning again. Now, that's interesting. So maybe you are feeling like whatever happened here is causing you to have to begin again, to cause you have to think about where you've been investing here, right? This is a card about transformation. I'm sorry, this, not the card itself per se, but if you look at the depiction in the card here, the artwork, you can see the butterfly, which is all about transformation as well. And we also see the bee, which is about hard work. So I feel almost like a reinvention or a rebuilding of oneself here. I think you really had to stand your ground in a situation, or you really are trying to stand your ground in a situation here. Manifesting something new here. I have the Magician next to the Hierophant card. It shows me a sense of power that is within you. I definitely feel this is a Sag who could be quite spiritual or quite in alignment, I would just say, with a higher power, okay? Understands that. And probably looks to that, honestly, before looking to others here. I feel like I'm disappointed by people. I don't know how else to say it here. Okay, whatever is happening here, whatever you're feeling in terms of this, whatever, I feel like it's almost like you're crossing, maybe you're jumping timelines a bit, honestly. You're definitely crossing into a new era is what I'm getting. I feel like even here you're feeling very confident about what you know. Or you will be feeling very confident about what you know. And I say will be because I see the Knight of Wands here, which shows me that you're going to be getting this added kind of energy again, and this passion and this vigor to kind of go after what you want here. Okay, you could be very excited about this as well. I'm noticing though in this particular card that this knight has a ton of armor all over them. So this is showing me that you've already been through the worst of it, right? You've already been through the battle. You've already got the scars, I feel like, to prove it, but you're ready to go, okay? There's definitely a lot of passion in that card, definitely a lot of fast movement as well, kind of taking on the world, so to speak, but not empty-handed here. You know how to manifest, okay? You know how to build upon what has happened here and get what you want out of life, or create a better life for yourself, okay? And connect directly with the divine, and I think that that's really going to help you. Somebody could feel like you're an inspiration here, like you're very inspiring. You could be helping other people as well to grow, maybe in your daily activities or however you're interacting with people. I think someone particular, I keep wanting to go back to that, is watching you or seeing you maybe do something. I kept saying I saw like this studious kind of energy. So it's interesting to me that you've been through all this. I wonder if you have an observer that has either watched you go through this and transition things, or maybe they're observing just kind of the way you move. This helped you in some way, believe it or not, because I feel like it helped you to push, to really grow, to get answers in your own life, and even to change the course of something. And it, honestly, Sag, it could have been the course of how you're moving through life, to be honest, okay? If you allowed, all kinds of people in your life, it could be changing that, okay? If you were working from a wound a lot, and getting into bad situations, it could have definitely changed that as well. I feel like you're seeing things better now. You definitely have a strong sense, I feel like, of morality here. I see you helping people as well, and merit making. That's all about your humanness, your goodness, showing people love. You may naturally just be kind of drawn to kind of a philanthropic effort, or just helping people in some way. And I feel like you do that because I can see here that you may be a spiritual teacher, honestly, as well, with a Hierophant. Okay, let's keep going. Spirit, what else? I want to know more about this observer, actually. Who is observing Sag at this time? What is that about? It could be several people, honestly, especially with that card that is coming out. Okay. Interesting. That flew out in reverse. So I have Taurus, I have Sag, I have Leo here. I have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio as well. Ooh, who is this person? Let me see this card. Very interesting. Whoever it is, this person is staying away. Okay, this is someone who you could have put up a very large boundary with, or maybe this person is just isolated. I don't know the nature of your connection now. I feel like there is some kind of connection here. Maybe it's the one that actually did whatever this was to you, okay? Whatever this betrayal I was feeling initially, because I can definitely see that somebody here is very much so in their head. Look how they're looking at you with one eye, just kind of peeking out, right? But all of these swords of truth are kind of coming down on them. I'm telling you, you have reframed something, I feel like, in such a way that's working in your benefit. It's almost like whatever has happened here has changed you in a very fundamental way. And I think people are really responding to that, or will be responding to that. So this person almost cannot believe, I feel like, what they're seeing here. But I don't even know. Here's the thing. I wonder if they were a part of that, because I can see here someone could have been behaving very childishly around matters of the heart or love in some way. This could have definitely been about a love situation. We did talk about earlier about someone, you know, trying to persuade someone and setting up some kind of trap. Now, this could have definitely been someone that was trying to use another individual, or maybe just get them in the bed as well. It could definitely say that. But this is, you know, offering something that they really didn't have to give here. But this person must know you, because they have some things going on in their life right now. This is definitely bringing them a lot of anxiety, is what I feel. This could also be a friend, is what I feel, someone who you might have cared about, someone who you have a history with. This person is also, well, I feel like that they're pushed back, whoever it is. They've been pushed back. They could also be spending a lot of time alone here. They're definitely holding back. So they're not communicating in some way. This person could be full of a lot of pride as well. I think their pride is holding them back, but there's something about your strength. You're the Magician and the Hierophant, right? That is also keeping them at bay. Actually, in this Magician card, you can quite clearly see him holding up his hand saying, don't even try it, okay? You have this new energy, this strength about you. I feel like that is kind of pushing someone back here. Someone knows that you're actually letting go. You're no longer holding on to a specific situation, or maybe a friendship, or maybe an energy that you had before. And I feel, why does this have them so stressed out? So maybe it has them stressed out because maybe this is a friend that really screwed up, or you know, someone around work or something like that, or a family member that you're just letting go of. You don't have time for it. There's no investment going into this situation anymore, right? You see things very clearly here. Somebody definitely got some advice here, I feel like, from a higher power for sure, but also from a psychic. All right, Spirit, what else? Yeah, so you're not going backwards. Okay, you're not interested, I feel like, in something from the past here, or people from the past where things did not work out for you. Definitely not. Look at that. All illusions, I feel like, have been cleared up. I feel like you're seeing things very clearly at this time, okay? And you're trying to work your steady progress here. The Knight of Coins, it is the slowest night, but this is hard work, diligent, steady progress, okay, on myself and whatever it is here that I'm trying to create in my life. So it's taken some work, but I feel like you are willing to put in the work, okay? I can see it all around these cards here. You're willing to put in the work to get what you want here. This could have been around someone who you lived with here, someone who you celebrated with. This could have been about, this could be coming after some kind of divorce. Maybe maybe that was the issue here. Maybe this was a situation when you felt interfered with a relationship or a marriage here. There's something here about some kind of commitment. Could have even been a job that was ending here. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, but you're not letting it. I feel like you're not. This is the great part here. You're going through a lot of this stuff. Your energy is scaring the hell out of somebody, is what I'm getting here. The Emperor energy is very strong, very in control, not showing their emotions, which is funny because you have all of this love, all of this goodness within you. That doesn't have anything else. That doesn't have anything to do with it. As we stated before, I think you feel you have to kind of protect yourself, protect your space at this particular time as you're kind of going through this shift, these changes here. You're showing up as someone in a very powerful energy, okay? You know what you're doing. You're not showing a lot, I feel like, to other people. You're definitely, look at that face. I mean, this is the stone face. You don't know, you won't know what is going on in my life until I'm ready to tell you. But you're running things quite effectively, I feel like, behind the scenes here. Yeah, so this is definitely, whatever this was, it created some conflict, and that was what it was sent to do. I almost feel like just with these cards, Sag, you needed to open your eyes to this situation. And for some of you, I feel like this could have been a rollout of several situations that was kind of compiling, okay, maybe over years, all right? So when we have that kind of conditioning, if we're not clearing the wound or healing from those things, we just continue to kind of attract those same people or those same experiences, usually in another person, right? Another face, but those same kind of experiences into our life. And that's what I feel. Something had to, I think something just had to break the ball here, right? Something had to get things flowing again so that you knew. And it had to be enough. And I see tears here, so I think it was to make you really do a very deep dive here, okay? And really get connected very strongly here again with who you are, so that you could break out of this. And I can see that you are absolutely breaking out. It's taking work for you, but you're doing it. All right, let me get a couple more, and let's see. I don't have much time this morning. I have to get to my client. So, Spirit, anything else here for Sagittarius? But I wanted to get you guys in a reading or two. Okay, I'm being very drawn to another deck for some reason. That's not it. Hang on a second. Let's do this one. Alright, let's use this deck. Spirit, what else for Sagittarius? Any other last words of advice or anything sad you want Sagittarius to know, please? Truth. Okay, this is coming out in an Empress energy. It says that which is true will always be enough. Okay, you could very well be speaking some kind of truth, although I don't think you're doing a lot of talking at this particular time. Definitely not to whoever has done this to you. Maybe somebody is also afraid of you knowing the truth and actually speaking the truth here. But you know, this truth energy is someone who lives in their integrity, right? They live in their honor. That's what I'm saying. You had to break some kind of pattern and get some people. Things had to come to light here because you had to get some behaviors or some people with these behaviors, I feel like, out of your life here. So I think this breaking down, and I do feel like there could have been some kind of breaking down here, especially of ego, in a sense. Living in a false persona has made you and honestly, kudos to you. Let me just say that, because a lot of people will just numb out, you know, when these things happen. I think it actually propelled you. That's what I want to say, right? It assisted you in some sense to really reach higher here, right? To step into this beautiful Empress energy, very expansive energy. Male or female does not matter. But this is a whole different energy. And how we get this energy anyway, think about it, all four queens rolled up into one, right? So this is someone who has lived through everything, basically, right? So I do think there is some kind of truth you could be sharing or somebody is afraid of here. And maybe it's just the embarrassment, the shame, the anxiety from the fact that you have figured out the truth. They know that you know the truth. Wow, look at this. Give to the mind and it gives back. The mind inspiration. This is about your mood here. That's what you've been doing. That's what I feel. I keep talking about the rebuilding stages, okay? I talked about specifically inspiration. You could very well be inspiring others, or this could be something that is coming up. There could be, I do feel a sense of influence in some way, shape, or form. I feel like someone here has been inspired. Oddly, as I'm saying that, I feel even this person is inspired about what you're doing, which is very odd here because I don't know what took place. You'll know your story, but I feel like they could be that way as well. You just have this different vibe, this different move, like I'm cultivating a new energy as I walk into this world at this specific time. And it says, Spirit of the tree here. If you're in need of a lesson, there is wisdom in the trees, okay? Maybe someone here really needs to ground, or maybe you're spending a lot of time grounding too. I asked for advice. I feel like this is the advice, okay? You could be a priestess, okay? But this is about finding a sense of inner peace here, staying in that stillness, right? Maybe communing with nature in some way. I feel like this is your truest nature. Maybe you're figuring that out as well. You could have been in that rat race for a while trying to figure a lot of stuff out, attracting the wrong people, okay? But you've cultivated a different way for yourself. And I think you're going to be much happy with that. Everything that you've been through thus far has just been growing pains, okay? I think that has impacted you a lot. I feel like, especially on an unconscious level, but still we create from that. We're either creating intentionally or unintentionally, right? Because it's all going on in the back there, in the subconscious, pardon me, in the subconscious, right? I feel like you've been actually healing that, okay? And being very patient, I think, in doing that, okay? Moving forward here. I'm telling you, I told you in the very beginning, something is shifting here and it's very powerful. And this is what I see for you guys today. So hopefully that will resonate. Let me know if it does. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye, Sag.